Hey there, y'all. Bunkle here. Da-da-da-da. Welcome to another episode of Vintage Football Sunday, or Vintage Sunday Football, or whatever the heck I'm going to end up calling it. I don't know. I'm just doing it every week. Popping and ripping some vintage football card packs, although this week is going to be a little bit different. I got myself hands on a collection of what says on here 1989 Topps NFL Ready football cards. Online auction. Now, what I paid for it, I'll show you. Okay, so this was a $20 collection. It was $8 plus shipping and handling and tax, and I live in one of those states where everything is taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed. It is what it is. I live right here right now. Where will I end up in the future? God only knows, that's for sure. Anyway, so hope you've been having a great day, great week, and welcome again to Vintage Football Sunday. This is episode 8. So let's get started on this. Now, I do think the plastic bag they put it in is an interesting one. I have a little bit different of a wall of fame going on right now there. Just a good old cardboard box that it came in. I was very happy to receive this, to have gotten this in the mail. In the mail and the whatever, FedEx or however it was shipped. Now, one of the good things about this, in my opinion anyway, is, you know what, I actually need some boxes. 3,200 card count box, that's not a bad thing to get anyway. Sure, I could buy a couple of them, but you know what, if one comes with it, well, that's all well good. Now, I got some frappers ready here. Don't know if there's going to be anything really frapperable in this. Again, I have no idea. It could just all be somebody's junk. It could be something that's great. I have no idea. So, actually, you know what? I could use the side of this same box. And there I go, just bumping this thing. Use the side of that box as my wall of fame right now. And you get to see a bunch of the other stuff that I have in the background there. So, anyway, so let's get popping here. I got to work on cleaning up my backgrounds and my work area and all of that. And this table is going to be gone within days, weeks, whatever. Put somewhere else, so I'll be working from a completely different area shortly. Hopefully back in my garage. It's my favorite place to work when I'm working from home. There's a door, so I don't get as much background noise either. So let's see what these look like first of all. All right. Well, I like the design. First of all, I will say that these cards are definitely in nice condition. Definitely sharp. And I do notice a little bit of glare there. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can give myself a little bit more shade here. There we go, just a touch more. Now, I do hope everything's visible. And let me get a little backlight here. Yeah, you know, all of this stuff I should have thought about before starting this thing today. So, anyway, it's going to be an interesting week. And there I go, just bumping the heck out of the camera. Yeah, who's a mess? I'm a mess. Hey, let's be a mess. All right, so let's get started on these here. Starting off with James Jones. Okay. Benny Blades. So it looks like these are in some kind of sorted order or something like that, because, that's a lot of duplicates of Benny Blades. I wonder if they put them in any kind of numerical order. That's what the backs look like, and these are Topps cards. So these are 365. 366. So these might actually be in some kind of order. So that could be interesting. I'm, of course, looking for anything to put up on the Wall of Fame, any kind of Wall of Famers or anything like that. But yeah, okay. A lot of duplicates here, that's for sure. Jim Arnold. Now, of course, the big question is, am I going to be getting anything that's worth frappering? You never know. Chris Spielman. Definitely feel some gum or wax on that one. All right, we got Long Gets the Snap. Stephon Page. And your random baseball card. Welcome to Sunday. And now we got other football cards. Okay, so this does not look like it. It looks like it might end up being mixed. Jesse Tuggle, Bono's Tennis. Yeah, now that's something I have never seen before in my life. I guess in these surprise boxes, you never know what you find. So let me get those into the first slot there and see what comes up next. All right, got Keith Woodside, Timothy Harris, and a whole mess of those. All right, well, these could be good for either team packs or individual cards going up on eBay or something like that, because God knows I definitely do not need that many of the same card. Can make a mural, a poster out of that many. Dennis Gibson, got a bunch of those. Okay. Yeah, if there's that many Montanas or somebody else that's great, yeah, sure, that'd be wonderful. But seeing all these secondaries or otherwise not very well-known players, well, they played the game at least, so that's a great thing. Newton, Alexander, yep, a lot of dupes in this. I mean, I kind of knew. I mean, if the box was true, and these were supposed to be 1989 tops, okay, I know I had 212 Jones. Interesting card there. I don't know if I'd be putting them up on a wall, but I mean, if that's the best that this box has, well, it's definitely an interesting week. All right, well, we got the Cowboys. Interesting card there. Walter Stanley. Chuck Cecil, Perry Kemp, Dave Brown, Mark Murphy. It's an interesting card there. I mean, just looking at them, some of the players from back in these days, they definitely look a lot different than players up here come across nowadays, for sure. Eugene Marv. Paul Gruber, Mark Carrier, there we go. Great player, that's for sure. But Wall of Fame worthy, I don't think so. And there's a whole mess of those. Anybody need 25 copies of Mark Carrier? Lars Tate, James Wilder, and look at that, we got ourselves some checklist cards. So yeah, as far as putting together, I guess, a set hash or something like that, that might be interesting. Now, I have not checked to see if any are missing from the number scheme, which would definitely tell me that I'm not going to be finding much of anything good, and somebody's definitely gone through these before I did. And which, okay, you know what? That's one of the chances you take when you buy a general mixed football box. Gerald Riggs, Chris Miller, Robert Moore, Andre Bruce, super rookie. All right, we got the Falcons card there. Williams holds on. Let's see. Stephon Page again. Nick Lowry, okay. Another good player. Not Wall of Fame worthy, but Carlos Carson. Bill Moss. I gotta find out if that's Kevin Moss's brother or something like that. Could be. Anybody who follows baseball or the Yankees, you could definitely Google him, but Kevin Moss was a Yankees player that came up, did all sorts of great things his first season, and then just basically fell by the wayside. Got Bill Frolic. There we go. Well, that John Settle did not settle down very well. Rick Donnelly. Marcus Cotton. So you know what? I'm seriously thinking maybe for right now at least, you know, maybe this will call some more of them. I don't know. But this is a really beat up Bo card to begin with. Nasty big crease across the middle. But I'm going to put Bo Jackson tennis card up there. Why not? Maybe that'll call something else. Got Lee Williams. Mark Clayton there. And I do wonder if I'm skipping something in between some of these doubles. I don't think so. Lorenzo Hampton. Scott Schwedes. If I pass by anything that was really good, forgive me first of all. Let me know in the comments if I did skip past anything. But again, my knowledge of football might not be as good as y'all. So Stephon Page again. And yeah, it seems like the number order has been broken. Because 350s, that was earlier in the stack over there. So we got duplicates of duplicates of duplicates of duplicates. All right, Steelers fans, there we go. And let's see, Anthony Miller, whole mess of Anthony Millers, Curtis Adams, Billy Ray Smith, Jamie Holland, Gilbert, Gary Anderson, Gary Plummer, okay. Interesting card there. I will say at least the cards are in really good shape, or apparently really good shape. Thomas Everett, Merrill Hoge, Dwight Stone, Warren Williams, Lewis Lips, Tunch Ilkin. He kind of looks, you know what, with the helmet on and all that. I forget what the actor is, but he reminds me of which actor is it? One of the ones that was in Titanic. David Little, not too little there. I mean, he definitely takes up some space on that card. Bubby Brista. All right, James Wilder. Harry Hamilton. Testaverde, okay. Well, there's a bunch of Vinny cards there. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Absolutely, definitely no Vinny Testaverde. I don't know if I'd frapper him, but you know what? I'm going to keep a stack of that anyway, and it's going to end up being a stack of that. And if you've ever needed a Vinny Testaverde card from 1989 Topps, well, there you go. It's a good 20 cards there of Vinny Testaverde. Buccaneers. A whole mess of those. Gary Anderson. And let's see what's over in there. Now, those don't look like baseball. Look like football. Now, of course, the rookie cards that you would be looking for it here would be the Rod Woodson, which I may have passed already, interestingly enough. And the Michael Irvin, which I definitely know I did not pass. Other cards, if you're looking at PSA values or whatever, and it's a way, I guess, to measure, to see if this 20-some-odd purchase was actually worth it. Something tells me probably not, but, I mean, if anything, sure it is. It's definitely a lot of fun to go through this, but, okay, now we got our little baseball cards in there, so this is definitely an interesting bunch. Tony Fossis. What the heck is that? Sarah Schutz. Ooh, I like that. Sorry, but Terminator 2's got to be one of my favorite movies. I'll definitely Wall of Fame that one. John Settle. Barfield, Dickie Thon. I seem to get so many Dickie Thon cards. You know what? I don't even want to make any jokes about his name. There goes Kevin Moss. I was just talking about him. Interesting card there. But definitely pretty heavily damaged. Super Bowl 20. That's okay. That's a Pro Set card. Captain James T. Kirk, the USS Enterprise. Interesting card there. Now that might be, ooh, okay. Well, this is pretty badly trashed. All-Pro card, Barry Sanders. Oh boy. When you got to go for the damaged cards for your Wall of Fame and just other weird stuff that pops out, you definitely know it's not a great rip. And yeah, not all of them are. It's kind of like going out with a metal detector. Sometimes you end up finding some great stuff. Other times you end up finding nothing. If you break rolls of coins, you never know what you're going to find inside either until you pop them open. A box of chocolates, same thing. All right, got the Star Trek. Tomorrow is yesterday. Okay, I'm going to keep that one up there. Definitely a Trek fan. Real Star Trek, none of the additional and change shows and all of that. I mean, some of them were good, but not as good as the original there. Dibble, Palmero, Trammell, and Herm Winningham. Okay, definitely not winning anything in this contest. Let's see, what else? Got some more mixed cards up over there. Chris Spellman, baseball stuff there. Ooh, Michael Kofer, Seguin, Albert Bentley. Yep, this part of the box is a mess. George Brett, okay. And yeah, that's kind of messed up, damaged. That's funny because I don't remember the picture of the George Brett card being like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's oddball. I'll definitely pop open some, I'm not mistaken, those are 1990 tops. I'll pop some of those open in a bit, just to confirm. You know, I know I have stacks of 88, 89, 90, 91, 92 Donruss tops on my shelf right now, getting ready to open, so I could definitely go through some of those and confirm that. It's either 90 or 91. Hojo, Lance Blankenship, Chuck Malone. All right, now this is a player I absolutely know. The Allosaurus. Okay, what next? Oh, okay, well, we got two Hall of Famers in here. All right, that makes it a little bit interesting. And a random piece of paper. Lonnie Smith. And it looks like we're back to a couple football here. Got Wilder. This box could not be any wilder. Yeah, I had to get in that random lame joke. Sorry about that. Dads everywhere appreciate it. Kids, if they're listening, oh, come on. That was lame. That was as weak as weak gets. Yeah, okay, whatever. Now, I do think I should pull out the Benny Blades, just thinking about it. There's a couple cards I'll definitely end up going back through here. But if I'm not mistaken, that's an early card of his, and PSA value seems definitely worth it if there's anything worth grading there, which I can't say. I will not confirm nor deny. Howie Long, okay. Got a bunch of Howie Long cards there. A whole bunch of them, yep. Marcus Allen, okay, that's interesting. Got one Marcus Allen, okay. Jay Schroeder. A whole bunch of those. Ricky Sanders, okay. Interesting there. Dexter Manley. Kelvin Bryant. Art Monk, okay. Absolutely great player there. And there's a bunch of those too. That's nice. Okay. Keep those in a stack. Mark Ripon, super rookie. Okay. I mean, he was not a super, although he was a rookie, that's for sure. It's one of those stages everybody starts off as. Oh, yeah. Well, if they play pro sports, got to start off as a rookie. All right, Mark May, Barry Wilburn, the Jets. Beat the Jets. Beat the Jets. All right, interception leaders. A whole bunch of those, okay. Scoring leaders, Kofor and Norwood, okay. Herschel Walker and Eric Dickerson, rushing leaders, okay. That's a pretty cool one to put into a little stack there. Nice card there. And make the most of this, right? Let's make some lemonade. Alwalt, Lomax, Jay Novacek. Galloway. Scott Dill, sorry. Big difference between a Gill pickle and a dill pickle, I think. Yeah, another bad joke, I know. Well, come on, I have to keep y'all entertained in this particular kind of rip. Okay, let's see if I flip through these pretty quickly. Super rookie, McMillan, Wilbur, Stratford, Dolphins, Roy Green, Stump, J.T. Smith, Cedric Mack, Mark May, Doug Williams, Gary Clark. That was pretty quick to rip through. All right. These are 256 through 254. Okay, so what are there? Only 2 cards in here? Possibly. Mitchell, Paynes. No, there's not. That's interesting. Okay, we got more of those. Okay. Good thing I stopped to pause and look there. Another scoring leaders card there. Willie Galt. Berlin. Mike Haynes. Marcus Allen. Okay. It's a nice find there. Got a bunch of those. 1, 2. Yeah, just a little stack of those. All right. So I'll keep those in their own separate little pile. Not building up a wall of fame, building up a stack of piles of whatever. All right. Moran, Pat Leahy, Roger Vick. Okay. Interesting card there. Early card of Roger Vick. Wesley Walker. JoJo Townsall. Marion Barber. Freeman McNeil. Okay, that's a nice card to find. Absolutely know who he was. Jetsy great there. Robin Cole, Mickey Schuler, Marty Lyons, Ken O'Brien, Johnny Hector. Also with the Jets, John Booty, Al Toon, okay. Nice stack there. James Hasty, super rookie. Now, let's not be too hasty about all this. And a whole mess of those too, so. And the Eric McMillan, super rookie. All right. More of the Mark Wright. Okay, we've been through a stack of those before. Chip Lowmiller. Simon Fletcher, Rulo Jones again. It's like back and forth right now. Okay, so they're kind of sorted, kind of not. There might be some stuff that I'm passing by, which is probably not a great thing right now. Tony Dorsett. All right, well, that's a nice find to me. Absolutely great player there. I'll definitely stack those. This is way after his Cowboys career. I'll definitely stack the Tony Dorsetts. Mike Horan. All right. Fred Marion. Andre Tippett. Ronald Perryman. John Stevens, super rookie. Patriots cards. Eugene Robinson, John L. Williams, Jacob Green, Krieg, Kurt Warner, Ruben Rodriguez, Rufus Porter, and some more Mark Rippia. Okay. I'll keep it moving. Just going through these a stack at a time. I'm glad in some ways that they're sorted because this would take a whole lot longer. And I do think there have been some really good... It's interesting, not to say pulls, but stacks of pulls in this. Chris Chandler. Dwayne Beckett. Chris Hinton Hall Pro. Colts cards. Pardon all the background noise, just like always. I definitely am in a very busy house. Lots of family. And filming this on the weekends, well, yeah, it's definitely busy at my house. There's always a bit of craziness. I think they're up there watching some sort of getting ready for Halloween-y movie or something like that, or other horror flick. And, of course, they're going to discuss what they would do and what they wouldn't do if something like that was happening and all sorts of other junk. All right, we got Doug Flutie. Yeah, that's a good card to find, I think. And it's good to find not only one, but looks like a whole stack of Doug Fluties. All right. Bobby Hebert. Gene Atkins. Ruben Mays. Vaughn Johnson. Haywood. Lonzel Hill. Pat Swilling. Morton Anderson. A Saints team card there. Hayward Motors forward. Ozzie Newsome. All right, we got some more of those. Or another one of those. That's interesting. I'll put that over there. Okay, and we got Al Toon and Henry Ellard from the Rams as receiving leaders. All right, now what do we have here? We have passing leaders. Wade Wilson and Boomer Esiason. Boomer! Okay, a bunch of Albert Bentleys. All right, let's pack them and stack them. Get those back in the box. And what do we have here? All right, starting off with Rufus Porter, Steve Largent. Great wide receiver. Yep. Brian Blades, super rookie. Now, if I'm not mistaken, no, it's not Brian Blades, it's Benny Blades that actually has a PSA value. Brian Blades has, like, squat. Gary Reasons, John Elliott, Joe Morris, Lionel Manuel or something along those lines. Now, I will say I like the design, the layout of these cards, that's for sure. I mean, definitely very just classic, clean design. Got Pepper Johnson, Mark Bavaro, okay. Great Giants player, Jim Burt, Phil Simms. Now, you know what? Just for my Giants fans out there, and I know that there's one or two of y'all, I will definitely keep the Phil Simms cards on the side there. It's nowhere near an early card of his. Mark Collins, Sheldon White, Eric Moore, Carl Banks, whole lot of Carl Banks, Bart Gates, and the Giants. Okay. Now these Giants are Morris up the middle. A whole mess of those Morrises up the middle. Eric Martin, Ricky Jackson. And it's just the way his body is and the way his head fits inside the uniform shirt. It's all the padding in there definitely makes for an interesting picture. Looks like a real big boy. Oh, who fell down? Oh no, the Allosaurus fell. Well, that Allosaurus card is actually going to end up being in some funny videos. Allosaurus versus Star Trek. Isaac Holt, Steve Jordan, Terry Hoge, Mike Quick. Getting through this real quick. Keith Byers, Reggie Langhorne. Now, those I should actually probably keep to the side and just take a scope to. Where was it? Reggie Langhorne. Of course, there's only one of those. If I'm not mistaken, that's one of the cards. It's number 144. Yep. In a PSA 10, you're talking about $80 on that. So that card, depending on what it looks like under the scope, could have paid for this box 4 times over. Not sure what a 9 value is. But still, you know what? That's a good find. Keith Byers, Dolman, Jerome Brown, Millard, Ray Berry, DJ Dozier, Tim Crumey. So mostly just a bunch of cards, which, you know what, I'm happy for. Like I said, these can go into team packs or individual sales cards or Bernie Kosar, okay. Good card to find there. Clay Matthews. All right. And I'm just knocking everything all over the place here. Okay, we got Jackie Slater. Kevin Green, Dale Hatcher, Jerry Gray, Mike Wilcher, Greg Bell, Doug Smith, Hatcher, Lansford again, Ekern, Newberry, some Rams, Brian Brennan, Hanford Dixon, and it looks like my niece has decided to, oh, another Langhorne. Okay, that's interesting. One of my nieces or grandniece, as it might be, has decided to ride her scooter in this room right now. So yeah, like I said, never a dull moment, that's for sure. Keeps life fun. Studwell, Millard, Dolman. Okay. Dolman. All right. Let's see if we can wrap this up. And sounds like she's thinking about playing the drums now. Okay, we got Oilers. The Oilers. Got Studwell. Ozzie Newsome. Whole mess of those. Matt Barr. Michael Dean Perry. I don't know. Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews. Charles Buchanan. I think Senye broke it. Go out. You could go ask Senye. Bernie Kosar. Okay. Kosar. Webster Slaughter. Henry Ellard. Aaron Cox. Jackie Slater. Not even a chance at a Jerry Rice in here, it seems. Although I do have to go back for the Rod Woodsons, because I do believe I passed a couple of those earlier on. Those are probably in that first stack right there, and I'm just making a mess out of the ordering of these now. Maybe I'll dig out a couple more of them. Also, I'm sure I passed Michael Irvin. Okay. I didn't pull them. Interesting. So it's another one I got to go back on. It's the Howie Long. That's the Fluties. The Dorsets. Alan Pinkett. Ernest Givens. Sean Jones. Ray Childress. Donaldson. Tony Zendejas. Mike Rozier, sorry about that. Munchak. Alonzo Highsmith. Drew Hill. Johnny Meads. Curtis Duncan. Bruce Matthews, all-pro card there. So, not a great box, but, well, there's still a pretty large stack to go through right there, so there's still some space to be known, but although not the greatest box, it seems like there might have been a little bit of value in this. I don't know if I made my money back, but I definitely had some fun going through these. David Tate, Hampton, Gentry, Tom Sack, Jim McMahon. Great with the Bears, that's definite. Ron Rivera, Eric Allen, Wes Hopkins, Telshik, Keith Jackson, Eagles cards, Alan Pinkett. Sounds like a video game, kind of. Plinkett. Well, an older video game, because nothing plinks anymore. Okay. James Brooks. Scow. David Fulcher. Rodney Holman. David Grant. Max Montoya. Tim McGee. Anthony Munoz. Oh, mug on him. Crumry. DJ Dozier. Darren Nelson. Ray Berry. Anthony Carter. Hassan Jones. Gary Zimmerman. All-pro card there. Carl Lee. Joey Browner. Dave Durson. Vesty Jackson. Brad Musta. And Dennis McKinnon. Alright, next little stack here. Got the Super Bowl card here. Richard Dent. Hilgenberg. Mike Singletary. Okay, all-pro card there. Bears player. Definite Bears great. Mark Kelso. with the bells. All right, Ronnie Harmon, Chris Burkett, Rob Riddick, Andre Reed, Smurlus, Art Still, Thou Not, Cantal, Jim Kelly, okay. I know I pulled some Jim Kellys, or I thought I pulled some Jim Kellys before, but okay. And there is hope. And there's more than one Jim Kelly, Jim Kelly, yep, okay, well that's good. Bunch of Jim Kellys. Cornelius Bennett. I don't know why, but that's not exactly a football player name to me. Scott Norwood. Just thinking, baseball player Ed Ott would probably be a better football player name than that. Shane Conlon. So yeah, this has definitely been an interesting opening. Don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with all these football cards, but I'll work it out somehow later. Definitely had some all-time greats pulled in here, and I'm going to end up going back through these. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure that there's some that I missed. If I'm not mistaken, I got to go back and could swear that I saw some Thurman Thomases, some Rod Woodsons in here. Those do have some value. I do remember saying Icky because I like that name. Icky Woods is classic to me. Reggie Williams, James Brooks. To wrap that up. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this. I definitely had some fun going through it. I pulled out definitely some classic football player cards, but you never know what you're going to find in these boxes. You never know what you're going to find in these boxes. And these two in particular are going to be a whole lot of fun for me in some future video between that and the Bono's tennis. Figure why not? I'm going to end up having a goof out of all this anyway. All right, well, y'all take care. Stay well. Stay blessed. Bunkle out. Shoot, I just realized I ended this early and I had another stack of cards over there that's still inside the box. See what happens when you rush to get things done? You'll forget stuff. So I do hope you stay blessed, but I'll wrap this up in another minute or two. So far, yeah, it's been a fun box, but it's a fun box. All right. Got Mike Kofer. Michael Walter. John Taylor. Haley. Carter. Okay, Ronnie Lott All-Pro card. That's funny, looking at the phone. Roger Craig, nice card there. Roger Craig.